Welcome to fourth session of supply chain management. Now we move forward to some important functions or tools of supply chain: planning and research, sourcing, negotiation or communication, business communication skills, procurement, shipping and logistics, warehouse and inventory. Number 1, planning and research. The initial stage of supply chain process is the planning stage. We need to develop a plan or a strategy in order to address how the products and services will satisfy the demands of the customer. In this stage, the planning should mainly focus on designing a strategy that you make maximum profit. Utilize all available resources to provide goods, services. A strategy has to be designed by the companies. While producing any internal document for planning or strategies or research, you can use any short notes, brief info, small words, and it does not require perfect English because you can share your ideas and give the directions directly to your people and explain everything face to face. Supply chain management mainly focus on planning and development. Sourcing. Once you have planned and now you have to execute, but before writing to supplier, you have to consider some important points such as identifying better sources of supply, match the specifications, quality and standard, price, cost analyzing, outsourcing, and origin. Either you are working for any company or giving virtual assistance or doing your own business, you should consider this criteria. Normally people are facing difficulties to get the quotes from supplier or manufacturers because several people are sending RFQs or inquiries in bits and pieces, and suppliers or manufacturers are irritating with this back and forth communication. Whereas some people are sending very long messages for a small quantity, and in both cases people are not getting proper or prompt feedback from supplier on their queries. As I explained, the latest method of business where industries or manufacturers and suppliers are selling the goods to everyone, and every individual is promoting several brands, and all inquiries and transactions handled by customer services. So while you are sending any RFQ, you should be specific, brief, and cover all required points to avoid any back and forth communication. If your RFQ or order value is more than $5,000, then you will get prompt feedback from supplier or manufacturer, but it doesn't mean that you can't import the goods less than $1,000. To get proper and prompt feedback, you should improve your business communication skills. You should improve your reading, writing, verbal, and listening skills. Now, next point is negotiation or communication. Normally, we are ignoring some important points while negotiating. For example, systematic approach mean your approach should be targeted, not randomly. Faster understanding mean encouraging and helping each person in your organization team understand their individual role to achieve the target. Soft reminders mean while you are issuing any reminder to your supplier, use soft words. Follow up cases gently in timely manner. Even you are not getting answer against your follow up messages, don't use harsh language. Try to convince them in other gentle way. For example, procurement staff obtaining quotes as per requirement of sales department, but several times sales are in hurry to submit the quotation to their clients, and sales is following up prices from procurement, whereas you are not getting the feedback from supplier. If sales staff is becoming tough with you, it doesn't mean that you will also use the tough language to your supplier or manufacturer. Always keep in your mind that you are representative of your company, and your tough follow-up may damage the business relationship. Explain the matter in a polite way and call them to explain them exact situation to get the feedback. Don't create new messages on same subject. Also, don't change the subject. Keep continue communication on same subject for easy access and record keeping purposes. Build and maintain business relationship. Always sending greeting on festival. As mentioned, negotiation means business communication, either verbal or written. In business, maximum communication is written and documented through email. No Facebook or WhatsApp text messages over the phone. Letterwriting skills. No matter what kind of profession or position you are looking for, you require effective and professional communication everywhere. Reading, writing, speaking, and listening are the main tools of communication. Here, I would like to clarify you that don't mix up the English language with communication skills. Communication skills can be in any language, either Arabic, English, Urdu, French, Italian, German, any language. Whereas business communication skills can be matched with English because maximum peoples are doing business communication in English language. Business communication is different than common communication. Also, business communication is an art and you can get whatever you need. Difficult conversation can be uncomfortable for receiver. As per my understanding, everyone has basic business communication skills. Just we need to increase the vocabulary of business English and learn about some techniques which you can learn easily. Here I would like to share a draft quotation. Subject is request for quotation or price inquiry, and also I mentioned the reference number because we should always specify any reference to track and maintain the record properly. Then dear sir or madam, then greeting, good day, hello, like this. Then we request you to please send your quotation for the following items, and we here mention the itemized details, serial number, code number, description, unit of measurement, quantity. The purpose of mentioning the code number and unit of measurement, here I would like to clarify you that several times we are mentioning brief description or generic name of the required product, which can be similar with other products or brand, but item code can't be similar, so it is very necessary to specify the code number. We should also focus the unit of measurement because sometimes your client need loose pieces, whereas supplier or manufacturers has standard packaging and they can't provide you loose pieces, so you should obtain the codes based on the standard packaging to avoid any loss or increase your inventory. Then we are mentioning in the letter, kindly send your quotation for same item or advise other alternative / suitable item which are equivalent of our requested product. Purpose of mentioning this sentence is that if you require a specific item, then you can remove the wording for alternative or suitable item. But if your customer or you can accept any alternative product, then you can give the option to supplier and inquire simultaneously in a same RFQ instead of getting the feedback or status from the supplier for non-availability or out of stock item. Then we mentioned here also, please advise us shipping freight charges to you can specify any destination including the weight and volume of the shipment. Here purpose of asking the weight and volume and freight charges is because it is very important to know about the freight charges along with the weight and volume, because sometimes value of the item is less but freight is high due to the volume or the high volume of the packaging of the product. Then last line is, please acknowledge receipt of this message and response as soon as possible. Thanks and regards, name and position. Now you can observe that single RFQ is covering almost all areas and you can avoid sending several emails to obtain a RFQ. Procurement. Procurement officer will verify all available documents such as RFQ from supplier, submitted quotation to client, product specification, valid prices, finalize the payment terms, shipping terms, delivery schedule, then release the confirmed order to supplier. Shipping and logistics. Shipping and logistics is very important part of supply chain that deals with planning and control of the movement and storage of the goods and services from point of origin to final destination. Logistics management begins with the raw material and ends with the delivery of the final product. Here I would like to clarify you that market research, sourcing, costing and pricing, ordering and handling claims are not part of logistics. Now, functions of shipping and logistics. Required good communication skills and knowledge about the shipping documents, regulations, customs requirement, duty and taxes information, calculation of weight and volume, close follow-up with freight forwarders, airlines, courier, shipping companies, etc. Clear understanding of HBL, MBL, Airway Bill, LCL, FCL, Telex release and vessel certificates. Warehouse and inventory. Warehouse management plays a strategic role in the supply chain, and any mismanagement or carelessness may cause of serious problems or heavy loss. To avoid monthly inventory shortages, late delivery, we have to develop the policies and procedures considering the nature and volume of the shipments to improve the performance and accuracy. There are several other techniques to finalize the deal. We are limited to discuss specific points and giving you brief ideas in this session. Maximum books of supply chain management is just giving you information about duties, responsibilities, functions, flow of work, etc. But our lectures and literature are consisting of several drafts letter, and we created different scenario to understand the situation and how we can handle. In our upcoming session, we will discuss and share the key responsibilities of supply chain specialist. Thank you.